Brass Gang, we are back with another Deals and Steals video. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we stop into a bunch of stores trying to save us both some money on Pokemon cards. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We did take a nice 24 hours off, but we're right back into it. A lot of stores doing Black Friday deals. I actually don't think today we're going to be going through all the stores so much as going through all the Black Friday deals. Some stores only have like one Pokemon product Black Friday deals. Some stores not doing Black Friday deals. We also got to talk about some major retailers, but I'll try to go through that quick and get all that out of the way. TCG Player is doing store-wide sales here, gang. I don't know exactly what's happening, but there's a lot of stuff, including 10% off for store credit, 13 for subscribers. Probably, I would assume, mostly when you buy singles, but going over to GameStop, power to the players. So drop the comments, gang. How did it go? Is it locked in at 160 for that Moltres box? Who got it? How was the line? How many boxes did the GameStop have? Hopefully it was 160 and not 180. Drop the comments now how the GameStop went. Did you rip the box? Are you keeping it sealed? I did not go to my GameStop today. Actually kind of forgot they even had stuff outside of the Moltres box. Wouldn't have minded getting the Build and Battle or the 3-pack, but completely forgot. Let me know how your GameStop experience was. And just to get this all out of the way now, I did go to Costco. We're going to stop into PokeNotify and talk about that. There was no in-store drop for the UPC. It's very possible they're going to drop tonight, but we'll talk about that in PokeNotify. We'll talk about Best Buy when we stop into PokeNotify. And then Target and Walmart, you guys know what they've been doing. Random online drops. The 2-pack boxes at Target, which have gotten restocked throughout the week in most people's places. I didn't even go to Target today. I'm sure I maybe could have got one. I know if you're not in a very busy area for the Walmart, it does still seem like last night people were showing me that they could still buy those 5-pack tins for $17. I don't know about today, but as far as last night, some people were still finding them. All right, gang, we'll start with Double Infinity here, doing 7% off today and Monday and 5% off over the weekend. To be honest, I did just go through the whole store, went through a bunch of products here to see if 7% off was good. Actually recorded it all, but now I'm going to cut it out and redo this. Essentially, what it comes out to is my tax is kind of free. I have to pay tax and shipping. Pretty sure we all have to pay shipping here. Don't know if we all have to pay tax. It might be dependent on where you're buying from or where you live, whatever. But for me, this is pretty much just covering my tax. So I'm going through running these numbers here, and then it's kind of just a waste of time because, like I said, my tax is covered. That's about it. Most of the things on the site are the same prices they've always been. Nothing on the site is actually discounted or like at a sale price today. They do have some very good prices on stuff. Like both of these mega booster boxes. They have both of them at $230, enhanced and non-enhanced right here. With the 7% off, I think it'd be like $214. I think 7% of $230 is about $15-16, so there are definitely some things to apply the 7% for, definitely some things we could buy at Double Infinity. There is just no specific products on sale, and I also think for me this is just coming out to no tax, which I am not complaining about and still very solid. But if you want to go through this stuff here, they are doing 7% off of the store all day. Going to GameNerdz, not doing anything today. I believe GameNerdz is pretty good with Cyber Monday if I'm not mistaken, so hopefully that will happen. It does also look like Winterfest has started. I'm not seeing any Pokemon cards. Hopefully that does not mean it is Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. Well, okay. That'll shut me up. I hope these are Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. Very solid stuff here. We found 4 of them, gang. If you click on Winterfest, filter the Pokemon. They got 4. They got a Mega Booster Box, $230 enhanced. Now, this would be very tough here because GameNerdz, you're checking out that $229.97. At least for me. I know some people might still be paying tax, but you're definitely not paying shipping if you're over $75. For me, I would be checking out at this $229.97, which I would think might be cheaper than Double Infinity, but is probably very close as to where would be cheaper. Double Infinity would be 7% off of this price, but I will have to pay tax and shipping. Definitely cutting it close here, but GameNerdz, if you want to make it easy, not play around with calculators and numbers, just buy it from GameNerdz. More than likely $230 all in. White Flare for $70 is nuts. So are the bundles for $40. More specifically the Black Bolt, but I'd take either of them, no problem. Also, outside of what might be coming to Costco at some point, we did see like a black and white collection box that might be coming to Costco at some point. I don't think much more Black Bolt White Flare will be coming out. People love this set. Price point has been pretty strong for a long time. I think it is a great time to buy White Flare Black Bolt, specifically at these prices. Very solid stuff from GameNerdz, and I've still got my fingers crossed we might see some stuff on Cyber Monday too, but I got nothing wrong with any of these, and like I said, $75 free shipping, so you could probably check out $80, get 2 of these bundles right here. Very good prices from GameNerdz. Let's keep it going. All right, gang, and stopping into PokeNotify here. So the in-store restock at Costco definitely did not happen today, but it does seem like it's very possibly happening tonight, today at some point, not for the Prismatic, but I believe for the Charizard UPC at $90 or whatever it's supposed to be. Recent back-end activity suggests Costco's online drop is coming up. They've also just announced that GameStop and Costco will be getting the SPC soon. We knew this 2-pack was going to be coming to Costco at some point. Had no idea they were coming back to GameStop, and very surprised they are not like $400, and GameStop shop is only charging 100, but that is very subject to change, I guess. And then some news from our last major retailer here about a Black Friday drop, because I have not heard anything from Best Buy until now. They will be hosting a Cyber Sunday event November 30th with select products dropping at MSRP. This will be an invitation-only release, just like the Phantasmal Flames booster box. No idea what's going on with Best Buy in-store, but on the 30th, invite only, doing MSRP drops, and I assume a bunch of this stuff. And of course, shout out to Poke Notified. All right, gang, over at Top Shop Collectibles, I have been blown away by these sales on this site. This is crazy. Get ready. Specifically talking ETBs. I'll go through the rest of the stuff. I don't know if anything else is really too good, but almost all of these ETBs are wild. We'll scroll right past the Twilight and Sparks. Going to the Crown Zenith, which has been dropping actually a pretty good amount. It got up to like 225 almost, I think, at one point. It's now on TCG Player sitting at 200. It might even have dipped a little bit under 200. I do have to pay shipping. I don't remember if I have to pay tax from Top Shop Collectibles, so I think you would probably need to buy a couple ETBs, but there's some here that are so good, probably just pay the shipping and tax and still be way under market. I definitely don't mind either of the mega ETBs. These have been discounted a lot of places, especially with Black Friday. Honestly, does seem like the best price, $70 on either of these ETBs. I don't know if we'll find them today. Don't mind 73 on the Lucario or 70 on the Gardevoir. If I was just buying these and I had to pay $10 shipping and I'm at $80, I definitely would not do that. But if you're going to be picking up a couple different things and you want either of these, gang, look at some of these right here. Prismatic at $100, $99. Market is still $130 on these ETBs. Also, with all the reprints or the UPCs or SPCs and whatever prismatic stuff is coming out, I don't think any more ETBs will be hitting the market. I'd be very surprised. This is like $30 under market. I can't believe it. Maybe the market's a little high on the prismatic ETB, but still at $100, even checking out 110, still be like $20 under market. Brilliant Stars, gang, is also right around that prismatic price. I believe it's like $120 when I just checked. This one is $93 for a $120 ETB of Brilliant Stars. Does look like it might be on the way down a little. I think it might have got up to $130. Right now sitting at $120 and selling for $93 for a whole Brilliant Stars ETB. And just mind you, the Sword and Shield ones I believe had 8, unlike the Scarlet and Violet, which have 9. But still, 8 packs of Brilliant Stars sealed ETB, way under market. Both of these are like $30 under market. Darkness Ablaze I don't like enough to even look up the market price. Same thing with Shining Fates, but I do know this one is $100 market price. So, and then the Silver Tempest and Astral Radiance. I looked up the Astral. It's definitely under market, not by much. It might be like a $98, $100 market price. All the sale prices on these ETBs very solid, but specifically the Prismatic and the Brilliant Stars are killer. All right, gang, over at Pokene, I can't actually find anything I'd want to buy really, and most of the site is the same, at least in the English section, but just so everybody knows here, his Black Friday specials, 1 pack of Paldea Evolved with any order over 100. Definitely not a bad time. I would take a $10 pack for sure. Also 30% off of binders, sleeves, mats, 25% toys, plush, everything that is not a card. And of course, a free pack of Paldea is never a bad time. I don't know if his promo code is still working. I forgot what it was. It was like Mega Dream or something like that. Don't quote me on that. Go watch Pokene and his YouTube channel and videos and all that. If you are still getting free shipping and 1 pack of Paldea, then maybe look around for sure, because that would be killer. All right, gang, over at Galactictoys here, from what I'm seeing from the flyer, we do have a limit 1, but $23 on the Trainer Toolkit, which is the cheapest we've ever seen the Trainer Toolkit. There's probably no reason not to buy this for $23. The fact that it's limit 1 and we probably have to pay shipping would make that a little tough. And like I said, I'm not going to go through the whole card section, just the Black Friday deals. And I think this Journey pack might be the only other Pokemon Black Friday deal here. It is a $3 sleeve of Journey, which is crazy, but you can only buy 1. And if you are looking for gems, $60, this actually might be the cheapest gem I've seen. I think $61 was the cheapest from like Poke Unlimited that I have ever seen. This one is under. It's definitely not supposed to be 110 market, but who cares? They're selling it $59.95, so I think either 3 of those you could definitely pick up. And then just for anybody else here, 20% off plushies, supplies, TCG, God Hand. What the hell is God Hand? 10% everything else. 50% off Gachapons, Loricana, Star Wars. Maybe let me go see real quick, actually. 10% off of everything. Now, the only thing with this 10% off of everything, and we're running into the same problem as Double Infinity, if I am checking out and paying tax and shipping, then I'm obviously saving more money than I would without this sale, but essentially I'm going to be paying these sticker prices, and then I might get my shipping covered and or my tax. I also don't know if Galactictoys is charging shipping and tax, but I'm 99% sure they don't have free shipping options, so they're probably charging something. Double Infinity's got 7% off site-wide, it seems, and Galactictoys does have 10% off site-wide. All right, gang, over at Miniature Market, our Black Friday deal is a $40 Mega Booster Bundle. Definitely not bad. When I checked the market last, it was like $47 on these booster bundles still. We like Miniature Market for the $75 free shipping, so I mean, you pick up 2 of these, should be able to check out $80. $7 under market on the bundle, free shipping. All All right, and MHDealsPlus, their Black Friday stuff, I believe is the same. Maybe not. I don't know if they had the UPC here for 170. I think market's around 170, 175, so pretty much at market, and you probably do have to pay shipping. I believe currently this is the cheapest one I've seen today, but hopefully we can find a cheaper price than 170. Oh my God, was this here? I don't know if this was here on Wednesday, gang. I feel like it might have actually been $37 for the booster bundle. So you do have to pay your shipping here. I believe it's like $7, $8 flat shipping, so you would have to pick up a couple of these. If you only wanted two, I'd probably go buy them for $40 from Miniature Market, but if you do want to buy something more than two, could definitely make some sense here. You'd only need about like 3 or 4 of them for that shipping to get divided out, and then for that to be cheaper than Miniature Market. $37 is crazy. Yo, Journey Together booster box for $220. What? MH Deals apparently has more pages, I just realized. Okay, and then whatever this is. Let's move on now, I'm scared. All right, and that Pokenerds gang, I don't know. You still have to be part of the Cool Kids Club, the trainer club, to buy this stuff. I tried to add some to cart. You can sign up to join the club. You just click like the trainer club or click one of these products and then hit learn more. And then you could sign up for the club, and I believe you have to buy a mystery box to get into the club. That's like 100 or 150 bucks. So I'm under the assumption when those boxes go live, if you're on the list, they'll let you know you have to buy a box, then you get into the club for what I would assume would be a year, but literally have no idea. I would say it is possibly very worth it because a lot of these deals are pretty solid. Some of the very good ones do seem to be gone, but still most of this prismatic stuff is perfectly fine. Binders are cool. The booster box at $200, the Phantasmal for $70. All right, and over at Josh's Cards, we got 15% off all singles. That is pretty crazy. I think TCG Player might have been 10. Being a little bit better than that, not bad. 20% off all supplies. If that means sleeves and stuff, that's definitely not bad. And I guess if you know where Josh's Cards is, I'd definitely go try to find a Phantasmal Flames ETB for $50. That is crazy. In-store only, very smart. They would all be gone immediately. All right, and over at Blowout Cards here, we got a lot of sale prices, but I think the only one I might like is the case of UPCs, which divided by 4 comes out to 175 per. Pretty much market, might even be a little bit over market, honestly. I don't know anybody else that's selling a case for $175 a UPC, but kind of seems to be it. Like I said, a lot of sale prices, but I don't think anything is too solid. And I also don't know that I'd recommend buying a case of the UPCs right now. I would be very surprised if this price doesn't go down before it goes up. All right, and at zulugames, we got online Black Friday from the 21st to the 6th, which I believe was free shipping on all orders over 75, definitely not bad. And then in-store November 28th to the 1st. And then they also got 10% off all singles here. I took a scroll through the sealed section. Nothing looks at all different. There was a couple things, but they've been here for at least 1 week, if not 2, so I probably talked about them once or twice this week already. All right, gang, and over at Loose Packs, if we had some money to buy this stuff, we probably would. They are doing 5% off site-wide, promo code Black Friday. They also have a lot of sales here, so discounted product plus 5% off. Now, unfortunately, everything seems to be at least $1,000, but
you're saying, like, do the things you do, go even further with them, you know? Maybe get a ton of cat hair, glue it all over your body, you know? Walk around like a cat man in the night.
5% off of big money is usually a big discount. That is not bad. And then all this stuff here under their Black Friday tab is discounted. So if you got some cash, you want some vintage, and you want to save 5%, go check in with Loose Packs. All right, gang, over at Conradsvault, we got a couple Black Friday deals, or at least one that I am looking at. $55 for a Twilight ETB. What? We would have to pay our shipping here, which would probably be about $10, which would be about $65 for the ETB, which isn't too hard to find. But I would be under the assumption you can cart multiple. And if you can cart multiple and your shipping is somewhere only around $10, this would be incredible. Obviously, the more you buy, the cheaper that shipping gets, or your price per ETB. Very possible you could get like under $60 for some Twilight ETBs. And then I know nothing about Loricana, but I do know Mega Boxes, like the cheapest we are seeing today is like $230, something like that. So I don't know where this price should be, but maybe if you want to look at that. If you know anything about Loricana, maybe that's a little discount. It's $275 for whatever that box is, plus a Mega Booster Box. All right, gang, stopping into Amazon, which clearly they will not be doing anything till I imagine Monday, but it might not need to. That's a Phantasmal Flames booster box for $255 free delivery. I obviously say it every single deals video, but make sure you check your reviews here. Look at the sellers on Amazon, Walmart, anywhere with third-party sellers. Look into all the reviews. It does look like we only have 2.5 stars. Don't know what that could be about. I'm not going to find out, but look into it if you are interested in this box, because $255 free delivery is incredible, and it's very possible we're not going to be able to beat that today. And over at Spoils and Loots, gang, they got a whole Black Friday section here. I showed you guys on Wednesday because they started doing them early. The only thing that's really standing out currently that's still here, you also, there we go, this finally popped up while I was recording, $5 off of your order of 50 or more, and they do free shipping over $200. The Paldean Fate stickers at $37, I definitely don't think it's bad. It's only like $3-4 under market depending on which style you get. I guess. You can also pick your style on here, and it doesn't look like there's much of a limit, or at least you're able to card at least 4 or 5. I think I was able to when I tried, so maybe the Paldean Fate stickers with the $5 off and the $200 free shipping. I would definitely want to make sure I get my free shipping, and I definitely want to save the $5 off, but I think if you do all of that, $37 is okay. Like I said, not a crazy undermarket, like not a big discount. It might only be $3 best case, but for worst case, definitely solid. And then they have like 300 things in this Black Friday sale tab if you do want to come over to Spoils and Loot and click on it. All right, and over at Zard Card, not seeing anything Black Friday related, but I did just see on the homepage they do free shipping over 200. I don't believe I have known that up until this point, and that's definitely helpful. So I figured I'd go through the section real quick to try and find something. They do have Gem Volume 3 for not $52, but for $55. Looked like 52 was for dented boxes or something, but those are sold out. $55 for a gem box, and if you pick up 4 of them, you'd get free shipping. And now we know Zard's Cards does free shipping over 200. All right, over at Zardo Cards here, this is some good stuff here, dude. I am liking everything about this. They got my attention. Free gifts forever plus 5% off. That's very good. 5% off your first order. Every order gets a free gift from the Zardo wheel. 15% off applies at checkout. Black Friday sales. Shop now. You got me. I am sure there's definitely some stuff here where if you take 15% off, definitely worth buying. I will say, going off of the prices of some of these ETBs right here, this one's French. Going off of the price of that prismatic ETB, 15% ain't even gonna help us. We saw one today for $99. $400. All right. Yeah, so gang, there's the news, and shout out to the homepage here, whoever designed that. Zardo's Cards, whatever this is, whoever did that, top notch. That got my attention, that got me to click, that is awesome. Price is not so much, but 15% off site-wide here, gang. Free shipping over $250, free gift, 5% off, I believe, for first-time customers, so you could be saving 20%. But like I've been saying today, we're not going through the whole store, just showing off some of the Black Friday deals, and there's Zardo Cards. All right, gang, over at Pack Fresh, if you are seeing that back there, I'm gonna crush everybody's dreams. That is a Charizard UPC for $140. Also, you get 5% off when you go to this site, sign up for the mailing list. I guess you get 5% off. Unfortunately sold out, gang. $140 on the Charizard UPC would have been nuts.
And it's gone.
There are still 11 Obsidian Flames build in battle, which are a $40 market. We do have 4 Obsidian Flames packs, 40 card deck. Definitely don't think that is a bad purchase at all. There's only 11 left, gang, and they're telling us right now for the steals and deals that once they are sold out of those 11 Obsidian Flames, the Cyber Monday weekend will go live. All right, over at Collector Store, gang, 10% off of singles listed on the website. I don't know how shipping works. I don't know why. I kind of got a vibe that this store would do free shipping, but I've seen nothing about that. So possible we have to pay our checkout, but our mega booster box is $220. All right, gang, I don't know what the price was, but it was free delivery. I put this mega ETB into my cart, mega booster box into my cart. The shipping was free. I did have to pay tax though. So I think it was about $17 in tax, something like that. So I was checking out about $237. At some point you get free shipping here. I'm assuming it's $200. That's normally where most people are. $237 at checkout for me on the enhanced mega booster box. Yo, the stickers here are only $33, gang. Any of the stickers here at random, gang, you do get to select them over at Spoils and Loot if you did want. $33, you could send me some random ones. Incredible. Lily's only $43, gang. I forgot this thing even came out. MSRP on the milk carton is $40. This thing came out maybe, I don't know, with what? Journey, right? It came out with Journey, so this thing's been out for 4 or 5 months. I don't even remember when Journey came out, but 6 packs in here. The Lily Clefairy promo, it was a $40 MSRP, so only $3 over MSRP. I haven't seen these in store in months. Anytime I do, it's at least $50, and it's normally over $50. It is only 6 packs, and they're probably dented packs because they jam them into this milk carton, and the milk carton's probably opened because it's a horrible design product, but you do want it only $3 over MSRP. Pretty cool. And the Lily Clefairy promo. Mega Symphonia, $60, gang. What is happening over here? Collector Store killing it. Mega Symphonia, I mean, Mega in English is probably cheap enough for at a good price right now where we probably don't need the Japanese boxes, but it's only $60, maybe. I think it's crossed out at $69.99, which is the cheapest I've seen. I haven't really seen this box ever cheaper than $70, maybe like $68 best case, but it's probably the cheapest on the Mega Symphonia I've ever seen, and they're doing free shipping at what I assume is $200. $2 on the EV pouch, gang. Should we put that in the thumbnail? $2 EV pouch?
My God, she's beautiful.
$24 on the Trainer Toolkit, very solid. The set of both battle decks for only $34, gang. Last I checked, that $34 is where just the Gengar deck is. Throw this into the cart if you want the Gengar deck. You pretty much pay market on the Gengar deck and get the Diancie one on the house. That's pretty crazy. 151 tins, $275. I forgot where we saw the display for $250, but we're pretty much done with all our stores, so I assume wherever that was, it is gone. $275 for 10 mini tins of 151. $75 Phantasmal ETB. They have so much cool stuff here, gang. I'd just go to the collector store just to look around if you want. These sales are wild. And going over to Walmart to close out the video, as is tradition,
princess now in some kind of isometric cube. This is certainly breaking with tradition now.
Walmart's our new tradition, gang. Safari Zone hasn't had anything on that site. All these mini tins still here. It just depends on your store location or if they're still in store. And then I guess if they are, we'll still ship them to you, gang. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Because all these tins, incredible. It's 5 packs for $17. Who cares what 5 packs? Who cares what tin you get? Take it. $40 on the mega bundle with free shipping, gang. That is cheapest one I think we saw today was $37. The second best price was $40. This is actually $39.50 with free shipping. Not opposed to picking up the mega bundle here from Walmart for sure. UPC shipping free at $175 and the prismatic here at $247. I think we talked about these on Wednesday. These have been here. Saw about 3 or 4 stores at $175. I don't know if they all had free shipping. Definitely not bad. That's market price free delivery. You only $68 on a mega ETB that they ship for free? Walmart's killing it. And that's not even a Black Friday sale. That's just a $68 mega ETB. There we go, free delivery. White flare binder at $38. Was this here the other day? I don't think so. Not at $38, right? Today's a good day to buy some White Flare Black Bolt, to buy some Mega. I guess Phantasmal doesn't seem too crazy today. Mega Evolution Black Bolt White Flare on fire right now. Even Walmart, $38 for the binder. What? And here it is, gang. I don't know if I showed you guys this. I might have cut it out of Wednesday's video because it came out of stock the second I refreshed. This box is only $105 for 14 Sword and Shield packs. I don't know how you know. Some boxes have 2 Fusion Strikes, some have 2 Brilliant Stars. I don't know how you're supposed to know which one you get. Obviously, the Fusion Strike one would probably be worth at least $10 more, or should be. But $105 for the Legendary Warriors, gang. This was a $40 collection box last Black Friday, but it's still 14 packs of Sword and Shield, Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, Astral Radiance, and then either a couple stars and or Fusion Strike. A booster box at Wally is $260, or Phantasmal booster box $260 with free delivery. Look at Gem Volume 1, gang, at only $55 free shipping. That might be the best Gem Volume 1, plus the free shipping, just buying one of them. $55. I don't think I've ever seen them cheaper than $60. All right, gang, and I think that's going to do it for another deals video. Like I said, I did not go through all the stores and all their inventory. I just went to all the stores, saw if it said anything Black Friday. If it didn't, I kind of moved on. Like always, appreciate you guys watching till the end, hitting the like, hitting the hype button, really helping us out. As you're watching this, we'll probably be live. We're going to be going live 4:20 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, ripping some packs, giving away cards. If I don't see you there, hope you guys have a great weekend. And like I said, we will be doing our live deals and steals this Sunday, sometime around 12 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern. Going into all our stores, hanging out, checking market prices. It's been a lot of fun. If you haven't stopped into a live deals, we'll be this Sunday around 12 in the afternoon. One more time, hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. I will see you later today or Sunday for a deals and steals.